Roanoke City Council is proposing changes to how special events are managed, aiming to reduce city costs while addressing safety and staffing concerns.
Some of those costs have been annually about $200,000. What can we do as a city to reduce some of those costs, but also support our events in the city that help make Roanoke so special?
Now staff is looking at ways for event organizers to absorb some of those costs.
Those are not small numbers. Those are make or break numbers, especially for nonprofits and community organizations that are working with very limited budgets anyway.
Under the proposal, events would be grouped in tiers based on size and impact. Tier 1 would include small neighborhood block parties. Tier 2 would cover single block street closures. Tier 3 would apply to large events that span multiple streets or blocks. But city leaders admit many details are still uncertain, including what happens when multiple events want to use the same geographic area.
My biggest fear is that if there's another event downtown or somewhere else or whatever the criteria may be, that I would not be allowed to do an event because there's another event in town. It doesn't seem to make sense to limit the amount of events that we're going to have in a city that wants to grow.
Martin points out that ticketed events generate revenue for the city through admission taxes.
Our events are all ticketed, which means there's a tax associated with those ticket fees. So we pay, the current rate is 5.5% for any ticket fee that comes in. So the city is directly receiving revenue.
He says instead of adding new fees, the city should consider using that existing revenue to offset safety costs, especially for legacy events that have been happening for years.
Over the next 60 days, next 2 months, we'll be meeting with event organizers, some of our legacy events, to get their perspective on how these changes might impact them, looking at other potential solutions.
In Roanoke, Jessica Maldonado, WFXR News.